Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Yo, what's up, guys? We are live for the UFC Fight Night. Brian Ortega versus Yair Rodriguez predictions. Randall will be here in a couple minutes. He'll be here. So, yeah. But if anyone wants to, it's not a call-in, so it's not like my channel. This is just going to be predictions. So, yeah. Hopefully, everyone's having a great day and stuff. And yeah, we need Randall. Randall will be in a couple minutes though. So when he's here, he will start predicting the fights. And yeah, man, how we're gonna do it? And then we're gonna do this every week on Fridays. Fridays will be prediction days. We're gonna do next week's card too, which is the O2 Arena. It's gonna be great though, man. It's great to be a fan of this, man. Shout out to the Hardcore Sports Network for this great background. We got a background now, so if you all want to subscribe to our YouTube, our Twitter, our Instagram, and our Twitch, are all down in the description. So, yeah. And yeah, let me see what's up to the chat. Yo, what's up, Logan? What's good, my guy? What's good, Raphael? What's good? Thank you for the shout outs on Twitter. But yeah, man. We're going to be talking about the UFC today. Tomorrow we'll be live for the event, so at 2 p.m. So yeah, I'm going to start doing the prelims. I'll start doing it, and then when Randall comes here, he'll give his predictions. So yeah, first fight is Yair by TKO. That's your prediction? Okay. Yeah, so Big Fridge, leave your predictions in the chat for every fight we're going to be doing. So we're gonna have Penne versus Emmanuel Ducot. I'm gonna go Jessica. I think Jessica's just a better fighter. This is the 115 division. I think she's just a better fighter in my opinion. That's an easy prediction for me. I'm gonna have Jessica winning. Next, Dwight Grant. Dwight Grant's he's a good welterweight, man. He's been on my up and coming list. First, Dustin. Dustin's also he's a good middleweight. This is in the 185, so Dwight's actually moving up this fight. I'm gonna give this fight to Dustin. I think Dustin he's the better. He's been fighting at middleweight for a really long time. I'm gonna let him go get this fight. Hopefully, Dwight. I think Dwight, if he adjusts to this weight, he could be a good 185er. So yeah, so I have Dustin winning this fight. Yo, what's up, guys? Yeah, Mitch. He's coming in a couple minutes. Randall's coming in a couple minutes. So yeah. Yeah, so if anyone knows, if you guys don't know where Randy is, Randall will be coming in a couple minutes. He just got out on his car and coming back the way home, so yeah. Next fight. I'm just doing all the prelims. We have Justin Jacoby, who is 17-5-1. The 17 wins, 5 losses, and 1 no contest. Versus Jung, who's 15-2 with 1. I'm gonna go with Donna Jung. I think he can get a big win tomorrow. My bad. Tomorrow. I think he's the better fighter in my opinion. Good styles. This is a good styles fight for lightweights. So I'm gonna go with Jung. Jung is a good fighter, man. Next fight. I've been really hyped. This is one of my hype prelims fights. So yeah. We have Bill Angio versus Herbert Burns. This is a featherweight fight at 145. I'll go with Burns. I think Burns will shock the world here. I think he'll get a win. I think Burns he's a good fighter, man. Good style, good wrestling game, good ground game. decent striking. This fight I'm hyped for too. Ricky's someone who's a guy who's been in the Paige Van Zandt corner for years. He's finally getting a fight versus Jack Shore. Jack Shore is one of my favorite fighters, man. I'm gonna show you guys this guy's name. Jack Shore is a beast from Wales. This dude's a beast. Tank. Let me just delete this real quick. Drop this down. He is 16. He's 16 and 0. This guy, Jack Shore, is 16 and 0. He hasn't lost a fight, so he hasn't versed like high level competition. This is a high level guy right here. Someone's a good fighter, man, and I think this is his best competition right now. Yep, Reno DeSax will be here in 5. So Reno will be in here in 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm just gonna just recap my prelim fights. The last prelim, I have Jack Shore winning this fight versus Solana. I think he'll be getting the win. This is a bantamweight fight, by the way. The main event is Sorgo versus this guy always. But I have to love Jimmy Bala. Yeah, his name always freaks me up. I'm not even gonna say his name. I'm gonna go. It's a 180 fight. I'm gonna go with Serrano. I think Serrano's a good fighter, good style. And yeah, now I'm gonna wait for Randall. And yeah, so my predictions for the prelims, which we're gonna go to the main card when Randall comes here. My prelim predictions are Jessica, Dustin, Jung, Barnes, Shore, Serrano. Those are my predictions. And yeah, so we have a good. This is a very, very good fight card. This is probably one of my favorite fight cards of the year so far. A lot of good underpaid fighters. A lot of people who are gonna get big shocks. I think Miesha Tate. We haven't seen Lemos, and then Ortega and Yair. That's a great main event. This is a good card with a lot of good people on it. Shane Burgos, who's always exciting to watch. Murphy, Miesha, both good fighters to watch. Exciting fighters. So yeah, Jingliang, the dude that got smashed. Yeah, he got smashed. Yeah, when he fight Hamzat, he got destroyed. Lee is right here. This dude is listen. Jiang is a guy who is he always likes to go for the knockout. He never if you get this dude to the ground, it's over. I'm telling people, if you get this dude to the ground, it's like 2-3 and he's out. It's insane how that is. But yeah, Big Ridge, I agree with that. I definitely agree. But if you're new, share this out to anyone you know. Share it out to the people. Share it out to everyone. Yeah, man. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. Like I said on the raw, please like, please subscribe, do all that stuff. Click the notification bell if you're new. Yeah, man. We're gonna give our predictions. And yeah, man, tomorrow's gonna be a good day, man. I cannot wait for tomorrow. But yeah, sorry about the delay, guys. Rando had to do some stuff, so that's why we were late for the stream. But yeah, we're here now, so it is what it is. But yeah, if anyone has any Randall hurry. Yeah. Randall had to hurry. He had some bank issues, so yeah, he's gonna be coming in I think 2 minutes. So yeah. If anyone is new in the stream, my prelim predictions are Jessica, Dustin, Jung, Burns, Shore, and then Serrano. those are my predictions. But yeah, let's see what Randall says. Nate, Usman or St. Pierre? Ah, damn. I'll go with St. Pierre. I just don't think. I think if they were fighting, I would pick George. If I'm you guys, I would pick. I'll pick George because George is just that guy, man. He's always been that guy in that division. Champion for a while. Usman still, I think Usman needs a couple more fights to always be up to him. Yo, Logan's in here. What's up, Logan? What's good, everyone? If anyone's new, subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network. Please like, please subscribe, do all that stuff over there. Yeah, man. Always support the channel. Hopefully Randall's coming in here in a couple minutes. Let me just send him the link again if he needs it. Who's streaming UFC 277? I'll be streaming it. I'm going to stream it because I'm going to do the big events for hardcore. So, yeah, I want to be streaming the events. Me and Randall will probably be streaming those with Zion, and hopefully Zion has time for that. But I'm going to be, me and Randall will be doing the prelims. No, we're not going to do the prelims. We'll be doing the main cards for the small events, like the fight cards. Like the UFC fight nights, we're going to be doing those more for the channel. Which next week and this week are big cards for everyone. Because it's like, listen, it's like what I say all the time. Styles pick fights, and this is a great pick. This is a good Styles fight. Both of these guys are great strikers. Ortega's the better ground. He's the better wrestler. Ortega is one of the best submission guys in the whole UFC. Jiu-Jitsu's crazy. Yeah, man. But yeah, give me you guys a prediction. I already know. Right? I already know. Big Fridge said him. If Yair wins, I think he fights Volk. Yeah, I do too. I think if if Ortega wins, he fights Volk, and I think Yair wins, he fights Volk. I think both ways it could work. But I definitely say Josh Emmett could get the opportunity too. I think Josh Emmett's a guy who can definitely get the opportunity to fight Volk. Because I think I think Ortega wins. If Ortega wins, I think they'll let him fight Volk because Yair has been rising up and he's been wanting to fight a guy like Volk for years. So I definitely see. I have Ortega winning. I just feel like Ortega is going to win this fight. So yeah, when Randall comes here, I'll see his predictions. So. Emmett versus Holloway. would be interesting. Yeah, I would say Emmett. I think it's Emmett versus Hall is a hard fight to predict though. Like I just feel like if they're gonna get the shot to Emmett, I wouldn't be mad. Like I think if they're gonna put Yair, I think they'll let Yair hold, make the Emmett fight, and then fight yeah Yair versus Volk. I think they'll probably do something like that because I think they want to make Max sit. I think they want to make Max sit. If they want to fight him versus Emmett, that's a good fight though. Like it's like that's what's hard in this division right now because Volk has killed everyone besides Emmett. He has literally went through everyone besides Yair and Emmett, basically. So it just depends what the UFC wants to do, man. The UFC has so many options at this point for the featherweight division. But yeah, let me go to some UFC news until what's his name comes here. Until Randall comes here. Yeah. I saw something the other day, which is a crazy idea. Which I seen it earlier. Ortega weighed at a 146 today. He weighed 146 on the scales for the main event, and now it's official. Yair weighed in 145.4 pounds. So they're both the fight's on, so that's good. Which is good because yeah, but he looks good. Randall's here. What's up, Randall? Yeah, he probably has some mic issues, so yeah, give him a second. When he comes back, he'll probably be good to go.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's good?
Okay, there we go. Whew.
There you go. What's good?
Sorry I'm late, but I made it. I'm here, bro. I'm here.
You ain't that late. You ain't that late now.
Well, considering the actual time we were supposed to be on,
Yeah,
I'm a little late, but it's all
yeah.
good. We're here now.
At
That's all
least
that
we're
matters.
here. At least we're here. So
Exactly.
let's go. So everyone was like, "Where's Randall?" Like he's doing something. So
Yeah.
good.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I did the prelims already. So I got them knocked out.
Okay, cool.
So I picked Jessica. I picked Dustin. I picked Jung, Burns, Shore, and then I picked Serrano.
Yeah, I'm good with that as well. Yeah.
So now I just lead it on to the main event card. So
Okay, sweet. I got my
main
notes.
card, first fight. We have Lauren Murphy, who's 15-5, one of the best in this division, versus the debut of Miesha Tate at 125 pounds. So
A
I'm gonna go
division
with
that
Miesha.
a division that she. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Miesha. I just
You're
think
gonna go.
Miesha's gonna have that energy for this fight. She's looked really good on the scale today. She was
Yeah,
jacked.
I jot down some notes here. Lauren
go.
Lucky Murphy, she's ranked number 3 in the flyweight division. She's got 8 wins by KO, 1 win by sub, 6 wins by decision. She when it comes to takedowns, she's not entirely that great. She's 34% accuracy in grappling, which is 6 for 35 for takedowns landed. when it comes to her strike percentage, she's landed 624 out of 1,623 for a 38% clip on her strikes. She is a plus 175 to take this fight. But then I go over to Miesha Cupcake Tate, who is also ranked number 10 at 19-8 with 10 wins by decision, 2 wins by KO, and 7 by submission. Her striking percentage is slightly up over Lauren Murphy's, which is 43%, but her takedown defense is 53%. So for that, I say Miesha Tate by submission, either first or second round.
Yeah. If Miesha wins this fight, Valentier has already said she will be the next challenger, so.
That quick, eh? Well, Miesha said in her press conference yesterday, the day before, she said before she retired, this was the division that she was hoping for. She said this was the division that she really wanted to compete in, but it never existed. So when she retired and went over to One Championship to do some management over there, and plus have her children and move on with her life, Dana White and Lorenzo and all the boys decided let's bring the flyweight division, and then that's why Miesha came back. She was like, I think this division's made for me. I think I can wreak havoc in this division. So I agree with you. I'm taking Miesha in this fight.
Yep. So Mitch is here. What's up, Mitch?
What up, Mitch?
Yeah, the background looks great, man. Shout out to Mitch for making the background. It looks sick.
Oh, did he make it? Dope.
Yeah,
okay.
This is Mitch.
I didn't know who did it.
All Mitch.
This is it. Nice.
Yeah. So,
shout out to Mitch.
This is a really exciting fight. We have Burgos. Burgos versus Charles. Both. Yep. We have the Canadian versus the U.S. right here. We have
yes, sir.
Which this is a very hard fight at 145. Burgos is. This is hard.
Well, right here I got Burgos, Shane Hurricane Burgos. He's ranked 14th. In their division here. He's 14-3. He's got 5 wins by KO, 5 wins by submission, but he also has 6 first-round finishes. He's 4-1 in his last 5 fights. His last loss came against Cub Swanson in that fight. It was a heck of a fight when Cub Swanson ended up finishing him there, and that was on May 4th of 2019. So since that loss, he's gone on a 4-fight win streak. Now you hop on over to my boy here, Charles Jourdain, who is 13-4-1. He's got 8 wins by KO, 4 wins by submissions, but he also has 4 first-round finishes as well. But he, in his last fight, he lost on April 23rd. He lost by submission. So, I mean, this one, for me, this one's up in the air because I used to be a big fan of Shane Burgos, and I've seen a lot of his fights, and, like, he's very flashy, but, I mean, he leaves his chin up in the air so much because he likes to sit and bang. He's like your prototypical boxer. He's this guy that like sit meet in the middle and just like to sit there and sling mitts. And that's why he's got so.
About him? He's
What's that?
Basically Charles in the first round. Charles Oliveira in the first round. He's literally just that. He just sits there and just hopes he cracks something and then falls.
He throws everything in the kitchen sink at you and hopes that something lands. And if it does, then he's got those lanky arms. He's very long.
Yes.
But I mean, I'm torn. This is the fight I'm really torn on.
Yeah, this is the hardest fight. I'm going to go with Charles here. I just think Charles has the best chance. I think he'll crack something and let him fall.
Well, here, Burgos, he has a 52% strike accuracy, and he hasn't really shot and tried to take down much in his UFC career because, like we just mentioned, the guy likes to sit and bang, but he's 2 for 2 on his takedowns. But then you hop over to Charles, he's 49% striking accuracy, but he hasn't stopped anybody from taking him down yet. So, does Shane decide, this is the fight where I want to come in and not sit there and sling and bang and maybe actually just try to push you up against the cage, grapple you, and then take you down and try to submit you, which I'm not saying is going to be easy because Charles is not no slouch either.
Yeah.
But he just got submitted in his last fight, and that is Charles Jourdain. So for this one, I know I'm probably going to take some heat, but I'm going against my boy Charles Jourdain, and I'm going to take Shane Burgos. But
I just
I'm
think
going
Jourdain
on record to say I do not think that Jourdain won't win because I do think so, but I'm just intrigued to see what Shane has to do in this fight.
Yeah. So I just think Jourdain's going to win because I think I'm going to have it. I think it'll be split decision for Jourdain. I think it's going to be one of those fights that'll be up and down, 1-1, and then whoever wins the third.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fair. That's actually a good assessment there. Yeah.
But in this fight, this is a crazy fight too. We have Matt, which this dude has always been on my radar. He's been
Matt
up and
Schnell.
down. Yeah, up and down. He's always been the up and down guy.
His nickname is Danger. His nickname's
Yeah.
Danger. Matt Danger Schnell. He's ranked 8th in the division.
Yeah. He's always been his last fight was versus Wardell, which Wardell's a beast, so ain't no slouch.
Yeah,
there.
Brandon Rowell is no slouch either. Yeah.
And then this guy.
Ty Bitten Eagle. I
Yeah.
have a hard time pronouncing his name.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. But this dude is yeah, I know he's been the guy who I've been really watching from because this guy has always been on people's radars for years. So.
Well, he's undefeated in the UFC. He's 4-0 right now.
Yeah. This is a hard fight.
Win streak. Yes.
Because Matt is a guy who's gonna be on pace. He doesn't stop. He just goes at you. And then you have the Eagle who's just gonna be at him too. This is a hard fight.
Let me throw some stats at you here. Okay, so Matt the Danger Schnell, ranked number 8, is 15-6-0. He's got 2 wins by KO, 8 wins by submission, and 9 first-round finishes. Then you hop over to the Ty Bitten Eagle. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, but he is 16-4. He's got 13 wins by KO, 11 first-round finishes, and he's on a 2-fight win streak since he came into the UFC. For me, I'm going with the Eagle. I'm taking the Eagle on this one.
I agree. I listen. It's obvious that people are going to say Matt because his
pedigree. Yeah,
and his resume is a good resume to have. He's been up there in the division, and then go down and just drop.
Am I not wrong though?
Yeah.
Nate, am I not wrong? Isn't Matt's record in the UFC not entirely that great though? Isn't he like 2-6 right now though?
That's why. Yeah, that's what I mean. He's up and down. He just always goes up and down.
Yeah, like yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's good. Okay. Cool. All right. On to the next one. Here we go.
This is the fight I want to stay on for a long time. We have Michelle Waterson, which she's always a great fight, versus Amanda Lemos, who's also a very, very good fighter. So yeah, my prediction, I'm gonna go with Waterson.
You're gonna go Waterson?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll read off the stats for you here. So Michelle, the karate hottie, Waterson Gomez is 18-9-0. She's got 3 wins by KO, 9 wins by submission, and she has 8 first-round finishes. Then Amanda Lemos is ranked number 11th in the strawweight division. She's 11-2-1. She's got 7 wins by KO, 2 wins by submission, 8 first-round finishes. For me, looking at their stats, looking at who they last fought, honestly, you want to go based on experience, but I think this fight actually, Amanda shows that she belongs in this division. She takes down, I think, a very good vet, a very strong vet who has really good takedown defense and extreme ground game. And there's a reason why they call her the karate hottie. I mean, she can kick like no one else. But I'm taking Amanda. I think she gets through this. I think maybe Michelle takes the first and then Amanda finishes it off in the second and the third. This one's going to go, I think, to a decision. I don't think this one will be finished. I could be wrong, but I think Amanda by the end gets it via decision.
I forgot to bring up the Li Jiang fight. I skipped Li Jiang. So I'll go to Li Jiang. So Li Jiang is a guy who we all saw. He got dropped by Hamzat, which my boy Big Fridge said in the chat. He was the guy who got dropped. And then after that, we never saw him fight until now. So Li Jiang, who's always he's knockout power, always been in his career, versus this guy who I'm hyped to see, Muslim. Muslim's always great. This dude is a striker. This is a guy who's gonna he can get you to the ground, he can strike with you. He is I think he will. In my opinion, I'm gonna pick Muslim here. I know people are gonna say Li Jiang because they don't watch someone like Muslim who fights usually on not the best cards. So he always usually just doesn't get the recognition that Li Jiang gets. So I think Muslim's gonna shock the world, get a first round finish by submission.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll read off some stats here for you. Lee the Leech Jingliang is 18-7. He's the number 14th ranked welterweight in the division. He's got 9 wins by KO. He's got 4 wins by submissions. He's also got 7 first-round finishes. Then, you hop over to my boy here, Muslim King of Kung Fu Salikhov is 18-2. But he's on a 5-fight win streak. 12 wins by KO. 13 wins in the first round.
Yep.
I think this is a no-doubter. I feel bad because if anything, what happened with Lee's last fight is Hazmat showed that if you put pressure on this man and you get him up against the cage, he's likely to get not afraid, because no man in there I think is afraid, but he's more likely to try to like swat flies, if you know what I mean. So sit there and throw wildly. And I mean, let's be honest here. King of Kung Fu is he's no slouch. I say he finishes him in the first round. I say that's what. Yeah.
Before we talk about the main event, Big Fridge had some questions for me earlier. If Yair wins, I think he will fight Volkanovski, which is definitely true. I think if Yair wins by fashion, I think he will probably fight him. And I already said that. But this is a fight that I want to talk to you about. Emmett versus Holloway, if it ever happened.
Yes, Josh Emmett versus Max Holloway. Yeah, that sign me up. Yes. Yeah. I know a lot of people are like, there's no way Max is going to find his way back into the ring again with Volk for a 4th fight. The UFC doesn't probably want to see it, especially after how the last fight went.
But either way, Volk
but if I'm Volk,
the division in general.
If I'm Holloway now, I'm sitting there going, you know what? I'm chasing paychecks, and this is a paycheck that I think a lot of fans, us fight fans personally, would love to see. Personally, me, sign me up for that fight. Yes. Yeah. Because Emmett's no slouch.
I think Emmett deserves the title fight more than everyone right now. I think he's the guy who deserves it the most. But the UFC is going to look at that last performance and say, you could have said Cater won the fight.
True.
You could have said Emmett won the fight. So if I'm Dana, I make this fight. And then whoever wins this fight, I think Yair's next automatically. If whoever wins this next fight, think gets the title shot automatically. I think Ortega will get the title shot if he beats Yair.
I agree.
I think Ortega has been proven to compete with Volk at a decent level. Only submitted him twice. So Ortega is looking to prove people wrong. He said multiple times he wants that rematch. He wants to prove people why he is the best featherweight on the planet. So,
well, he even said too in his one of his recent interviews, and he is Ortega. He even said, he goes, my nickname is T City for a reason. He's like, I am like an OG when it comes to being on the ground, right? You get on the ground, you'd almost assume the fight's over. Ortega's winning. So he said he stopped, not necessarily training hard, but he goes like, I already got that style in the bag. Let me go over here and work on my striking. Let me go over here and work on my grappling. So he said when he went into that fight he didn't really like sharpen his ground or his ground attack or worry about that, because he was like, I already got that in the bag. So he's like, I see in my head and watching the tape back, he goes, I see where I made some mistakes. He goes, I even said when I got the choke in, he's like, he said to himself as he was tightening, I'm the new champ. He was like saying to himself, he's like, I just won the belt. And he's like, I don't know how Volk got out of that. He's like, I heard the buddy gargling. Like Volk even said, he goes, I was going to sleep. He's like, I was not going to tap. And for me, that's the kind of champion I want. I don't want my champion sitting there tapping on the mat going, okay, no, I can't handle this, because then right there, this shows me somebody's able to break you. You are breakable. That showed that Volk is not breakable, and that you literally have to come in and either choke him out or knock him out, because that's the only way you're leaving that ring with his belt. So, this fight with Brian Ortega and Yair Rodriguez is going to set up a heck of a future fight, but we got to get to this one first.
Yeah. So here's the fight: Ortega, who is 15-2. Which the 2 losses are to the best 2 in the division, of Max and Volk. So I ain't watching this dude at all. Versus Yair, which Yair is my favorite fighter to watch in this division. Kicks this dude. If you get kicked by this dude, you could get knocked out. If you get cleanly kicked, I would say a knockout easily. So both
his
these
elbows.
Dudes, the
way he knocked out the Korean Zombie with that reverse upward elbow. Like what?
walk off.
Like what? Like no one saw that.
You can understand that too. With 1 second left.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. 1 tick on the clock left. Yeah. Exactly.
And everyone's saying zombie won. Then boom, over. You don't.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
They're like,
win.
oh, looks like zombie's gonna. What just? Oh, it's just like, yeah, and he's out on his face. He's like out cold. It's like what?
So I'm looking at Ortega's resume so far. Beat Korean Zombie, which was the easiest fight I've ever seen Ortega fight in his lifetime. He made that fight look so easily.
Oh yeah, he dusted up Frankie Edgar too.
Yeah, Edgar, yeah. And then you go Cub Swanson, he destroyed Cub. I don't even
He got him with the 18.
Guida,
the Guida and Edgar fights for me. The Guida and Edgar fights for me are not like too wow because those guys are kind of past their prime, and at that point they were just trying to hope that if they won, they would get an opportunity at one more title shot, at least Frankie Edgar for that. But Clay Guida is like almost 40, so it's like I just don't see a lot unless they're getting people on the ground. So.
And then Max, he fought Max really well. Like I know people are gonna say he got destroyed, but he fought Max at the best he could at that time because he was a young. Ortega was very young. He did it was his first ever title fight. Like, you would understand, when you get your first ever title fight, he was probably scared for his life. He was like, he even scared of that. He even said in the Korean Zombie interview after the fight, he's like, I was scared for my lifetime. Like, he knew that Max is the best in the division. He was coming up versus guys that, which is are not the best competition before a Max fight. Like, when you verse Frankie Edgar, then you go to Max Holloway. It's a big jump up in competition.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that's like going from like a non-ranked opponent to just fighting the champ right away, right? Like that's you skipped the line and went right to the top. Yeah.
And then after that fight, he fought Korean Zombie. Took the year off just to get better because of COVID and all that kind of stuff. He fought Korean Zombie later in the year. Looked very, very good. Look, I think this was the best Ortega we have seen in a while versus Korean Zombie. Put him in the 5 rounds, show his 5-round capability by unanimous decision. Completely won the fight. I had that fight 4-1 for Ortega, so that was one of my best performances he's ever had. Then he fights Volk and gets destroyed. Like I think that was the easy prediction for Volk. Everyone was saying Volk won the fight. But Ortega fought a good fight too. He was trying that. Either way, he fought a good fight because Volk
almost caught him twice.
That was the hardest I've seen Volk work in a while versus a guy like that.
Exactly. So. And Brian also rocked Volk a couple times and dropped him. So it's like
he dropped him, then hit him with a submission.
Yeah,
he dropped him, doing everything. He hit that punch and he went straight for submission.
And as soon as he dropped him, he was like right in on it. And then after that, he tried again. He knew he had. He's like, I have one more shot at this son of a gun. And then he even got out of that, and he's like, I was like, my arms were done. You could see his face was just destroyed because Volk just decided to ground and pound the crap out of him.
Yair, this is a big fight for Yair. This is a big fight for him. This is the fight that I need to see Yair just go crazy this fight.
Agreed.
This was earlier, canceled. He got canceled twice. The Max fight, he got canceled before it because of Max was sick and all that kind of stuff. He was going to
Didn't the Zabit fight get canceled twice too? Didn't that Zabit fight down?
Yeah, he got canceled a lot. He got canceled tons.
Also a sidebar, just pray and hope the best for Zabit now that he's not in the UFC anymore and his health is apparently really bad. So wish well to him and his family because that guy would have been something if he would have stayed healthy.
He was my champ. I predicted him to be the champion at this time. So
team, him versus Volk would have been one heck of a fight. His pressure, Zabit's pressure, bar none. He was taking body shots and just kept coming forward. His
ground game, man. I never seen a dude at that weight wrestle the way he did. He's right? He's just like I listen, rest up to him, man, because he fought like even with Khabib, he's like he doesn't stop. Like Khabib said, he was training with bricks.
Yes.
Bears.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at that point, I understand why his health wasn't really the best because when you're training with bricks and bears, it's not the best, but
just too bad.
2019, he killed. I mean, destroyed Cater. Cater he told himself
he dusted Cater, man.
Yeah.
He made Cater look like maybe he wasn't in, he shouldn't have been in the division potentially. Like he made Cater look bad.
Yeah. So,
but anyways, we'll go back to Yair.
Yeah, Yair is unbelievable. This guy is.
He's your pick for the fight.
I'm gonna predict. I'll pick Ortega. I've said it multiple times. I have Ortega winning. I think Ortega's gonna win by. I think it'll be. I'm gonna say a third round submission. I think it'll go to the third. I think it'll be a hard close fight. Ortega drops him, hits him in a submission. I think he's just gonna try to give him that submission the whole fight. Try to use his ground game. I think it'll be 1-1 going to the third, and I think Ortega will have a great third round and submit him.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, I myself have I have this fight happening two ways, and they kind of coincide together in a sense. I have Ortega winning this fight in the third round, but if he doesn't win in the third round, I have Yair finishing him by the fifth.
Yep.
That's my prediction. So I want Ortega to win. I personally would love to see a Volk fight again, personally, because I just love that style matchup. And I'm not sitting here saying Yair isn't the guy he is. I mean, 14-3 with 5 wins by KO, 3 by submission, 4 first-round finishes. He's got a 45% strike accuracy. I mean, the guy's coming for your head. So, I mean, this isn't an easy fight by any slouch. And like they both even said, they knew they were going to face each other at one point. They're like, listen, 2 Mexicans are going to meet each other in the center of this ring, and we're going to sling leather until the fight ends. Like, yeah. Again, yeah. So I'm sticking with Brian. I'll stick with my prediction, Brian. But if he doesn't get out of the third round or finish Yair by the third, I think Yair finishes him by the fifth.
Yeah.
And that's my prediction for this for the main card.
Yep. And then we'll just review the picks, and then if anyone in the chat wants to talk about some upcoming fights, we'll stay in here for like an hour. We'll probably stay in here for like a little bit longer, for like until the hour mark, and then we'll leave. So
cool.
Anyone in the chat, if you guys want to talk about some upcoming fights, we'll definitely answer your guys' questions in the chat now. So
yeah, because next week's fight card is absolutely insane.
Yeah, let's just talk about that real quick. So I definitely see. Oh, I think next week's fight card is insanely good. We talked about this on Twitter. Patty's just I don't know how the hell that dude gets in shape that fast. Like he was eating
cheeseburgers, and then all of a sudden fight week he's slimmer than the rest of us. How?
Yeah. So UFC Fight Night is tomorrow. We'll be in Reno. We arrive at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and then we're excited for that, man, because the fight card tomorrow is going to be lights out tomorrow.
Insane card tomorrow. It's fights when they're free fights. You kind of hope for cards like this, because sometimes when a free fight happens, you're like, that's not really impressive of a fight. Not a lot of fans will watch it unless you're a diehard. But when you got a card like this, yeah.
Yeah, anyone in the chat has questions, you go answer them now. I know Jose Aldo's fighting. What y'all think about that? Yeah, all right, Aldo. I think Aldo's shot for the title is now a good shot for him now, because he's been on a roll lately. Aldo's looked really good. So I think he could be the next guy. I know people are going to say I'm wrong for that, but I think he is. I think he's shown Sterling now. I think Sterling's going to be scared of him. He said, because I don't know what he's going to fight with TJ. They haven't got the contract signed or something. So
yeah. It would be Aljamain Sterling versus Jose Aldo, right?
Yeah, they were going to make
we really haven't seen the Funk Master that much, really. I mean, every time he gets into a fight, something seems to be happening to him, apparently. I'm not dissing the guy. I don't want people out there taking that and thinking that I hate the Funk Master, but I mean, I don't know. I just feel like he loves the flashy lifestyle of being a champion. I don't know if he actually embodies being a champion, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think he just wants to fight whenever he's ready to fight. I think it's not him just saying that he wants to fight. I just think he just needs to be more consistent. Exactly. So yeah, this card, yeah, agreed,
Agreed,
100%.
Raphael.
What's good,
Yes.
Raphael? Oh yeah, I cannot wait when
Dominic
that.
Cruz versus Cheeto Vera is going to be insane. This fight will tell us if Cruz belongs in the UFC still. If
Yeah.
Cheeto Vera literally dusts up Cruz, which is impossible, the way he just all over the place and never in one spot. I mean, I don't know how the guy has that much energy. But if Cheeto Vera can finish him, don't be surprised if that's the last fight we see from him, because
Yeah.
I think he'll start to realize these kids are a lot stronger. They're coming up a lot longer. My shot at the championship is pretty slim now. I mean, look how small he is compared to all the other guys in the division. Like, the other guys have reach. They have the reach. He just has that quickness and the unpredictability of where he's going to be when you want to throw a shot.
Yeah, but
because Cody Garbrandt exposed him. Cody Garbrandt exposed him in that fight.
Yeah, but a big fight that I wanted to just talk about for a little bit. Hermansman's replacement for Darren Till.
Oh yes, Chris Curtis. That's correct.
Yep.
Stepped in on
This
short
is
notice.
a big shot for Curtis. Big shot.
This is huge. This is huge for him.
If Curtis wins, that is a big. He goes to 7 or 6.
Oh,
so
he has
to more tie right now.
Yeah.
Because Curtis, I think is Curtis unranked right now, or is he in the rankings?
He's not ranked. No.
Wow, that changes. If he wins, that's a big fight for him. But normal guys here, what's good, normal guy?
What up, normal guy?
But yeah, this UFC cards is insane for the next couple of weeks.
Oh yeah.
I think UFC 77, 277 is going to be Pena versus Nunes.
Yeah.
Which we'll be doing that as well. So I feel bad for Till though. Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
He's had so many injuries the last couple of years. So
yeah. And now it's friendship with Hazmat, and it looks like those two are like BFFs for life now.
Yeah.
That's funny, but yeah, I feel bad for Till. That's like a lot of UFC fighters, man. Like, they get into these barn burner brawls, and then 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of those, and then that's it. Your body can't take that damage, and it just sucks. We want to see it. Don't get me wrong. I love watching fights like that, but I mean, I want my guys to be around for like their kids and in their 30s and 40s and stuff, and not be punch drunk and walking around like potatoes. But yeah, it sucks because like I was a huge fan of Frankie Edgar, and I was a huge fan of Eddie Wineland, and I'm a huge fan of like Jose Aldo. Cowboy, all those ones, right? Yeah.
Yes, that this is a fight that Big Fridge. This is the fight I want to see this year. I want those two in a ring. Those two in a ring. That makes killer. That's money for Jorge right there.
Oh yeah, that is interesting. I haven't seen anything about that, but please, if that can happen.
That is in the works. I've seen that on Twitter a couple of. I've seen it from Ariel has said that, and I know Chael has said that too. I know both of them have said that, and I know they said that Hamzat's in the works with Gilbert too right now. So I would like to see Gilbert versus Hamzat again. I would like to see that from a Hamzat standpoint. If I'm Hamzat, I'll take that fight.
Yeah, he hasn't fought in a minute now, so yeah, I'm sure he's probably itching to fight and get back in the ring too.
Yeah, if I'm Hamzat, if Kamaru does not want to fight him right now, I think if I'm Hamzat, take the Gilbert fight.
Agreed. Yeah,
if
agreed.
Colby does not want to fight Hamzat, I'll take the Burns fight.
I don't see Colby wanting to fight Hamzat because I think Hamzat could finish Colby.
Like, listen, Colby, you need to fight someone at some point. Like, you can't just sit here and just saying that you are the number one, which Kamaru said he is the best fighter. He is the best fighter. I say Colby's if Kamaru's not the champion, Colby's the champion. That's what I've always said. Colby would be the champion right now if Kamaru was not in this division.
Exactly. Agreed.
So, yeah.
But then, could you imagine if Colby was the champ?
Yeah, if Monzo loses, that'll be 4 straight. Yeah, that's why I want him to fight Burns, because if he fights Burns, he's back in the mix. So
agreed.
It's tough from Masvidal's standpoint. He has to fight someone because the UFC is always gonna hype him up because it's Masvidal. He's always ready to fight. He's game bred, so they're always gonna hype him up.
Yes.
So
Yeah, he's the BMF, right, for a reason. So yeah.
And he'll fight anyone.
I want to buy that belt.
That's why I've always liked Jorge, because he'll fight anyone at any time. So
yeah, right outside a nightclub, Covington.
yeah, but yeah,
I hate Covington. He's such a punk, though, man. Like,
yeah. But I want to. Kamaru has said the other day he wants to go to 205. So, which he said he wants to
light
fight
heavyweight.
Yuri. He was staring off at Yuri the other day. Did you see that video?
I think Yuri would destroy Kamaru Usman. I think.
But I've seen him with
why he calls himself he doesn't Yuri call himself Goro, like he's like he thinks of himself as like some mystical character. Like I love Yuri, to be honest. Like I think he's gonna be champ for a minute.
I meant
he's gonna be there for a while.
Yuri. I meant Jan. He was staring off at Jan.
Jan Blachowicz. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense. Yeah, I was like Yuri, just pick him up, bear hug him, slam him to the ground, and kick him.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why he said it. He said it because he doesn't want to fight Israel.
Because Usman doesn't want to fight Adesanya.
Yeah, that's the reason why he said it. He just doesn't want to fight his boy. He just wants to fight someone that he doesn't really want. He doesn't really care about. So.
Well, we all know, right? Eventually, the UFC will say, "We don't care. Either you sign on that dotted line or else," right? So that might be a fight that happens.
Israel has said, with the right money, he would do it.
He would fight Usman for the right money.
For the right money, he would do it. He said like if they give him like a big paycheck and it's money for both of them to live, they'll do the fight.
Wow.
Just please do. I would love to see those two fight for one fight.
Yes.
If it's just one fight, I'll take the one fight. I don't care. Give me the one fight and just let those two go at it.
Yeah, even if it's not for a belt, if it's just to say like you're the pound for pound greatest and like for like the head to head matchup or whatever, right? Please just do that for that sake. Yeah.
Yeah. Just do it for one fight, and who cares who wins or loses? They're still both best in their division.
Exactly.
I know people are gonna argue, Whitaker, come on, man. If you didn't think Israel beat Whitaker, I said it multiple times. Israel stole rounds from Whitaker in that fight.
Yeah.
I watched the fight 2 times. I watched it twice just to get
a good fight.
It was a good fight, but I said the 4 and 5 rounds I had Israel winning.
Yeah, and like what do they always say too, right? Judges like they grade the fight, right? Like they grade the rounds, but if you can knock somebody down and rock somebody in a way that like it drives like the whole entire stadium mental and goes crazy, they remember those more than they do like the first round strike where you hit him in the gut and like you might have like made him flinch or wince a little. They don't care so much about that. They care about the fact that you dropped him on his ass and then he was scrambling, you got back up, you dropped him again potentially, or they see those things. So when in a fight, when it goes to a decision and like people are like, oh, it should have went this way, it's like, yeah, but you got to think we're humans. What are we gonna we're going to remember that the buddy got dropped 3 times, then the fact that he threw probably 15, 20 body shots or kicked his calves 20 times. Yeah, they're counting those, but they're going to remember those big moments in the fight, which in the end is what scores and gets them the W, right? So, and don't get me wrong, I love Whitaker. Whitaker is a machine. If there's a way he could get to another weight class, I think he would destroy those divisions. But I think he just thinks that right now he's made a middleweight, so...
Yeah, but this guy, Pereira's.
Pereira.
He's next.
Pereira, yes.
He's next. I want him to fight Israel. That's the fight I want right now.
Pereira said in a fight this week, in a presser this week, he said that Izzy doesn't ever want to give him his due credit. Like he never wants to be like, oh well, he did knock me out twice. I give him that, but there's no way. Like he never gives him that. He's like, and that rubs me the wrong way. He said, and he's like, if we ever get a chance to fight, he goes, I'm gonna make him say that I'm great. And I'm like, please, make this fight happen.
And he's a guy who the UFC signed when he was like, I think they said like 3-0.
Yeah.
They signed him when he was like 3-1. Yeah, because he has that one loss. So he
Yeah.
signed him when he was 3-0, and now I think he's 6-1 or 6-0 right now.
Excuse me.
Did they count the loss? Yeah, they did. So he's 6-1 on official score. He's 6-1. So
Because that was when he went up to light
next
heavyweight.
guy. I feel bad for Strickland. I feel so bad for Strickland right now.
Especially what he said during the press conference leading up to the fight when he's like, "No way in hell I'm I'm gonna get knocked out by a glory kick one boxer," and then all of a sudden he gets dropped with a straight right.
Bro, I was so pissed off at Strickland. Like, you have to take him down. He's the best striker I've ever seen in my lifetime strike. Like, he's the best striker I've seen in this division, besides Israel. Israel is probably my number one. Pereira's always been my number two. So, I don't know why Strickland didn't take him down at all. It was, like, he was just sitting there just to say guy got knocked out. Like, it was, like, easily for Pereira just to find a combo and knock him out, so.
Yeah, and he also he kept in range. Like he never ever kept trying to back up or trying to change change Pereira's ability to kind of find his range. He stayed in Pereira's range, so whenever he wanted to land or get close, he was already there. It's like you said, if I'm Strickland, why weren't you changing levels, kicking at his legs, trying to shoot for a single leg, get up against? No, you stayed and followed him around the middle of the ring, and then eventually he landed what he needed to, and he got what he needed to win.
Yeah, but I think Pereira's definitely next. I think he'll fight Izzy, which thank you for the question, Big Bridge. So I think Pereira's next. So I would say Pereira fights. I think it'll be a good time range like January for Izzy. I think they'll probably do it next year or maybe late December.
End of the year match, yeah, good one.
Because at this point, where are they going to put them?
Because exactly.
Izzy always wants his time off. Izzy always wants to get his time off. So I think they'll probably do it in November, December, or October later on in the year. So I think that's a good tail point for that.
Yeah, they should have a card like you said, middle of December, right before Christmas, or right before the New Year, and have it 3 title fights. They should have one where it's just all title fights. Like everybody just fights.
It actually worked out perfectly. Imagine they go. I think they do it at Abu Dhabi. They do Charles, Izzy, and then Valentina.
Okay.
Miesha Tate or Lauren Lins. They'll do that fight we're there. Izzy versus whoever versus Pereira, and then the main event. I'll have Charles versus Islam.
Another fight I'd try to throw on there, but I don't think he'd want to be around by then. I try to I throw the bank at Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz and run back the BMF.
Yeah.
Again at the end of the year, throw that back. That would be pretty sick. They'll probably
MSG. But I would I would love them to do a Fight Island there. I would love to have 3 fight cards at Fight Island in Abu Dhabi. That would be perfect.
I love that. I love that island. I love that. Yes.
It's just them. It's nothing else besides them, and that's it. That's basically what they made it for, just for them.
Just you two in the ring, and let's sling it. Let's go. Agreed. Yeah.
And that's what Islam said. Islam said he wanted to make it December. He wanted to make it December or January. That's what Charles agreed. So, but the problem is Charles wants it in Brazil, and Islam wants it in Abu Dhabi. So,
could you imagine Could you imagine that card as well if they had Henry Cejudo versus Sugar Sean, a fight like that as well? I'd be down for something like that.
I would do it. I'm being real. I would love to see them do Sterling versus Henry.
Okay, yeah.
I would say I think Henry deserves to skip the line because he's a 2-time champion. He doesn't deserve to because there's no depth of number 1 right now. If I'm Cejudo, I try to get that fight. I say screw it. Get my fight right now. Give me my
I
paycheck.
don't think Peter Yan has done that much. Like, he's just sitting there waiting to fight Aljamain Sterling. That's it. He, in the meantime, like, I know he's saying, well, I don't have to prove it because this is my belt and I never lost it. Well, you
lost.
did. You cheated. You cheated. you landed an illegal strike, and it got caught, and it is what it is. But he doesn't want to stay busy because
he won that fight. I don't care. Sterling beat Yan. That was my opinion. I think he did perfectly on the ground. He won 1, 2, and 3. He won 1, 2, and 3. And that's how you win the fight. You win the first 3 rounds. It doesn't matter with the 4th and 5th.
Didn't he also take him down like 6 times or 7 times?
Yeah, he went for 22 takedowns that whole fight. He was on him the whole fight. So
yes,
yeah.
I forgot about our boy McGregor. Yeah, get him back on the card when he comes back too. Yes, that would be.
I'm being real. Conor versus Nate. They have to do that. They have to put Conor versus Nate at this point because Nate said it's his last fight. So.
Well, yeah, he's like, I want my last fight against somebody, and then like they're naming off these like people, and Nate, and he's like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. He's like, I want
trying to make it so bad for him to verse Hamzat. They were at Hamzat for weeks to accept, and Hamzat said yes, but Nate said no. So you can't blame Hamzat. If you were blaming Hamzat just because he didn't take the fight, like he took the fight, it's not his fault that Nate rejected the fight.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, if Hamzat maybe fights a couple more dudes and finishes them really quick and doesn't take any damage, maybe that'll be a fight maybe before. But I don't know. I have a funny, weird feeling that Nate Diaz is gonna just walk away from the UFC.
I think he's gonna ask for his release. Mm-hmm. I think he will fight, and I think he's gonna fight Jake Paul. I don't think people are gonna hate that, but he's fighting Jake. He wants to fight Jake Paul.
He wants money. He wants money.
Fights.
Yeah, and I don't blame him for it. I don't blame him. I think he should fight Jake Paul because that would be a fight where it'd be like there's somebody where if Jake Paul does knock him down or whatever, he's gonna keep coming forward. He ain't gonna stop. Like
Jake Paul. What's good, my guy? What's good?
What's going on, man?
But yeah, but UFC Long Island is tomorrow.
Yes. So an early one. Everybody make sure you get up extra early, get your coffee and your breakfast in you, especially for everybody out here in the Canadian region.
Yeah. Has Nick Diaz retired yet? No, he hasn't retired yet. He hasn't
retired. He hasn't retired, but I've been keeping a close eye on him, and he's starting to lean towards maybe just helping people and not fighting anymore. Because like he says, he's like, I don't have the drive and the will to want to fight. And he's older. I think he's like 37 now or 38 now, at least has to be. So, but I think that's the reason why Nate wants this big fight. I think he wants to get a big fight where he hits major bank, close to like 30 mil or 40 mil or something crazy like that. And then he just walks away and him and his brother are rich and famous and live their life.
I think I'm being real, Nick. I think real Nick is one of the only guys, in my opinion, who could beat Usman.
Yeah,
and that's just my opinion. If he was younger Nick and he was actually training and actually being his last fight, he wasn't training. Like he was just in there just to fight. His stamina wasn't the Nick Diaz stamina we see all the time. He got knocked out. He got laid out easily.
He got gassed quickly because he hadn't built up that endurance and that stamina to be to go that long and to take that damage, still give it out.
He hasn't fought in 5, and then people were saying and it was true. He hasn't fought in 5 years. He's been just sitting there. He hasn't done nothing. They just said he hasn't been training. He was just coaching.
Exactly. Yeah. So his body's out of shape. So it's like, could you imagine taking somebody off the street and slamming them inside the UFC ring and being like, okay, you're fighting George Sape here. Oh, by the way, Prime GSP too. And you're like, excuse me, what? You're like, I have a little bit of wrestling from high school, and that's about it.
And he fights the worst guy they put him as. They put him as Robbie. Like, I didn't understand that at all. But Dana White made the fight, so I can't blame anyone besides him. But nothing, just chilling.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you like the UFC. We try to make people like the UFC.
Doesn't matter, man. No, exactly. Don't matter if you don't know a thing. You come here, we'll try to pump you full of some knowledge, make sure you fall in love with a fighter or two, and then just watch along. And UFC teaches you. Let's put it that way. It's not like I learned everything I learned by like going into karate classes or jiu-jitsu classes or anything else like that. I learned a lot of the knowledge and the terminology all just based on watching it. I've been watching since 2003. So
Me was 2010 actually.
wow.
So I have a
I
lot
remember
of
my very first fight I remember watching, it was George it was sorry, not George. It was Rampage Jackson versus Chuck Liddell.
Yep.
And Rampage knocked out Chuck Liddell to win the UFC light heavyweight title.
Yeah, but Chuck was amazing. Like
Chuck was a beast, man.
straight line.
Chuck was his battles with what the heck's his name there? He was dating that porn star something Ortiz. Tito Ortiz.
Yeah.
Him and Tito Ortiz going at it all those years, man. Oh, that was classic.
You know what I remember? Whenever Dana and Tito were trying to fight.
Yes. Yeah.
Tito was like calling him out, and Dana was training actually, and then Tito didn't accept the fight. So
I remember that. Yep.
Dana versus Oscar, which I would love to see promoters fight. Like that
was a young Dana White too. That was a young Dana.
Oscar said he wanted to fight Dana, so.
Yeah, and Oscar said Dana needed to stay, or Dana said Oscar needed to stay off the coke.
Like
you need to stay away from the cocaine and the hookers, and maybe then
Oscar needs to be real. The UFC kills boxing right now. Like
I had a conversation with a fellow when I was working up north on the oil rigs, and the at this point, like UFC was like it was still its conglomerate that it was now, but he was trying to, like, at this point it was at the peak of Joshua Jackson, and I think like the potential fight versus Tyson Fury, and he's like, boxing's way better than the UFC, and he's like, boxing, the people even on the undercard still make like $1 million, and I was like, I totally understand that. I'm like, I'm not sitting here saying that the UFC isn't the greatest job when it comes to paying paying their fighters, because they're not.
Yeah.
The fighters are horribly underpaid for what exactly they put their bodies through and what they actually got to pay for. And
blame that on Dana. Dana doesn't want to spend his money, so
exactly. And then he's like, and I said to him, but I was like, I guarantee you, the product itself, which is the UFC, is starting to put boxing in the force.
Like, we understand that they buy stuff just to make them better. That's literally what they do always.
Exactly.
They want to make their product get better by buying other promotions and make them better. So
you watch One Championship too, don't you?
Bro, DJ got me into that. When when they traded for DJ for Ben, I started watching because of DJ.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Gosh, yeah. They are the only thing closest to the UFC when it comes to like actual putting out awesome fights.
Not being real, I actually like One Championship's fights better at this point. They've been signing people off the streets and actually making good money. So,
and they pay their fighters.
Drew Picks, what's good, my guy? If you're new, subscribe to Hardcore Sports and everyone else's channels. So,
yeah, I appreciate everyone showing up and showing out. This is awesome, sweet. We're all excited. Yep. Me and Nate are excited for tomorrow, man.
Listen, today's views are not the best. Listen, tomorrow's views are going to go crazy. We're going crazy tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think people so much care about what we say as per who's going to win, but I think they care more about
what we do in this every week,
about it as it's happening. You know, because then they're like, oh, they can hear our actual reactions.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow is big. We're gonna have DJ and us competing tomorrow. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Competing with DJ. So DJ, bring your stuff. We're going. We ain't stopping. We're going.
Let's go. Let's go. We're coming for that crown, DJ.
But yeah,
and we ain't relinquishing it at all. You want to lay ladders, tables, and chairs match? We'll bring it, bro.
Bro, I'm being real. I can't watch WWE. I'm sorry, Mitch. I can't watch it. I listen. It was a good run for me since like 5 years. So then after when everyone's starting to leave, I was done. Like at that point, I was like, I can't watch it anymore.
That's fair. When I was younger, I used to watch WCW, like with the NWO versus WCW, because I was like a big like NWO red and black versus NWO white and black. So Kevin Nash and the Hulk versus like Conan O'Brien or Rey Mysterio and Conan and the Barbarian. I like that wrestling. And then I even fell in love a little bit when I was younger with the WWE when they had like The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. And then turned into the WWF conglomerate, and then I just didn't like it anymore. I just was like, what is this? Like they're changing so much, and I just fell out
It's
of
so
love with it.
predictable now. Like you can just look up butt sites and just predict your fighters and make money. So
Exactly. Yeah, and I think that's what it comes to. And I'm like, and that's why I love the UFC so much, is because like you meet like we just did today. We could predict exactly how we say that blah blah can happen. Lauren Murphy
never
could
wrong. We can go.
drop an
Oh,
overhand
I can go
right
0 for 10 tomorrow.
Yeah. Miesha Tate could go into the ring with Lauren Murphy. Murphy goes in there and drops an overhand right and knocks out Miesha Tate. And we're like, wait, we did not see that happening. So like that's what makes it fun about watching UFC, is because like we never know the outcome.
Yeah. Go support DJ. DJ's at 1. He's before us. Shout out to DJ Storms. Shout out DJ.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Wow. Everything's early tomorrow.
Yeah, we're at 2 there. He's at 1. That's why they did. Mitch wanted me to get behind him, so we just go. So we're at the same. Yeah. How can I follow you guys on Instagram?
I don't have it.
Yeah, no, go to Hardcore Sports Twitter, Instagram. It's down below in the description. So follow
Exactly.
Hardcore, and everything will be on there. So.
If anything, just follow the description up top there, right there. Hardcore Sports Network.
Subscribe to our YouTube. Our YouTube's much better. YouTube for Hardcore.
Exactly.
I remember when, bro. I remember that.
Renan Barajo. And where is he now? I think he's. Cripe. I don't even think he got signed with Strikeforce. I think he got signed to like this other, not even PFL, because I watched the PFL too, and he's not even there. So,
Randy and Nate, I have a question. Okay, what was your underrated fighter at the UFC? My underrated fighter right now, my most underrated fighter right now, I would say.
Actually, I want to say his name correct, so I got to search it. Go ahead. Sorry, Nate.
The most underrated. That's a hard question. Like, there's so many guys I could say, and I don't know what we were gonna say. Subscribe to the channel. You guys are new,
especially because of the divisions. There's so many divisions, and like each division could have a very underrated fighter compared to the next UFC or the next division. So yeah.
Yeah, man. It's rest in peace, Kimbo, man. I was shocked when that happened.
Kimbo Slice, yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace to the GOAT, man.
I used to watch his backyard street fights.
Yeah,
just like
that
epic.
dude was a fighter. He didn't care what happened. He just fight for no reason.
Exactly.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Drew. Follow us on Instagram. Follow Hardcore Sports on Instagram. Download in the description. But always stay on subscribe to our YouTube as well. So always subscribe there. But yeah, my most underrated fighter right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to. Because like there's. Man, I don't know. Like
I'm saying the most underrated fighter right now. I'm gonna go with this. I'm saying
Pedro
Elkins.
Munoz, maybe.
I'm going Darren Elkins. I'm going Elkins right now.
Darren Elkins?
Yes, he's my most underrated fighter. He's won so many back-to-back fights, and they still haven't given him a shot. So
you actually, you know what? I'll actually I'll throw in featherweight Bryce Mitchell. I mean, that kid literally just has been like running through the division since he's been in the UFC. I think he started in the UFC when he was 7-0 or 8-0. He's 14-1 now, and like he's the guy that wanted camo shorts and all this other stuff, and got what he wanted. But he should be fighting for a title anytime. I mean, come on, the guy is a ground and pound machine, and no, he does not get the love I think that he deserves. So I'll go Bryce Mitchell. Actually, yeah, let's go Bryce Mitchell for me.
Oh yes, this guy too. This guy right here,
Sakat Ramos is a beast.
Oh my god.
This guy is a beast. Actually, what about Gige Jakazi?
Oh yeah, Jakazi's good.
Jakazi's good. Oh, Rafael Insensao and Dominic Cruz.
Okay, a good guy. Yeah.
The only problem with Insensao is that knockout that he happened against Cody Garbrandt with like 10 or 5 seconds left when they were slinging it, and Cody ducked and then threw the over and caught him. Arnold is a
Aaron
beast.
Allen, man. That guy is he's a future champion. He's just has that build.
Agreed. Arnold Allen is a beast. Yes. Agreed.
Greedy. You guys have been great in the chat though. Yeah, but
I guess also Rafael Fiziev could be considered. Dan Hooker's a good fighter. Doesn't get a lot of love as well. I mean, Sean Brady doesn't get all the love he deserves in the welterweight
he
division,
deserves more love. Yeah,
and he's 14-0.
Oh, another guy who's gonna be fighting for the title fight, Leon Edwards.
Oh, Leon Edwards. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I just got to pause my garbage truck.
But yeah, Leon's always a guy. I would say, honestly, Weidman's always a guy. Always a guy. Damn, I think Leon's the most obvious. Yeah, and shout out to Sean. Sean's gonna get a shot versus Leo, so Muhammad's good. That's gonna be a good fight. Very good fight. But yeah, Sean Brady's definitely he's definitely another future champion, good wrestler. Not the best on the striking game, but that's where he has to challenge Real. Real's gonna strike with him, so.
Alexander Rakic, the UFC light heavyweight there, he's a guy to look out too for. So
yeah.
Paul Craig, I like Paul Craig too.
Yes.
Nikita Krylov is another dude. I can't wait for the UFC heavyweight division to get a little bit better, like a little bit deeper.
I think it's pretty deep as it stands right now.
I guess actually, now that I'm like looking at, it's not too bad. Yeah, Augusto Sakai.
It's pretty deep. It's not what it's like used to be, but it's pretty deep.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah.
It's just the problem is when your champion is Francis Ngannou, like it makes it so stupid.
Well, yeah, and it's like Cyril Gane isn't no slouch either, though. Too. I mean,
you have a different person who's saying Murphy's gonna win. Okay.
Okay, so they're gonna pick Murphy. Okay, going with the veteran leader there. Okay.
Yeah, they said Tate's the favorite right now, so.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. Yeah, 210, I think, or 205.
That's a good shout out. If you're going for a person to make you money, Murphy's a good one to go get your money. So.
Yes. Yeah. Same with where is it? That Michelle Waterson. The Lemos fight is good money too.
Yeah, good money fight.
Yeah.
But as it stands right now, if I'm sure Gane's gonna be fighting, I think he said Tate. So Tate and Korea are fighting. So that's
gonna be a good fight.
That's a fight. Stipe, I think Jones are gonna fight. I think that's the obvious one. They're gonna do Stipe Jones, and they're gonna wait for whoever wins that fight will fight the champion. So.
Yeah, that's fair too. I agree with that.
I think that's what they're gonna do because I think Stipe and Jones are gonna fight. Stipe and Jones have been interested for fighting for a year now. So, Jung over Jacoby. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I have Jung over Jacoby too. So, I think yeah. I definitely think Cyril Gane's a beast. Gane is that dude has his striking and his kickboxing.
Yeah, he has the reach advantage too, where Tai Tuivasa doesn't have that big of a reach, so he's got to be careful.
And and Francis was on his injury, so I can't blame Francis to fight the way he did. Francis was injured, so.
Exactly. Agreed.
So, yeah, but I think another fight, if you're going heavyweight, next week is a big heavyweight fight between. I think it's Blades and what's his
name? Tom
Aspinall. Yeah, Aspinall, yeah. That's a big fight next week. Big fight.
Yeah.
We'll be doing that too, so. Big fight next week. Home run derbies this week. Big week.
Oh, wow.
Next week is home run derby. Right. We have some big stuff in the All-Star game after that, so big stuff coming up for this, so.
Right. That's right, yeah. Wow. Busy times for Hardcore Sports Network, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, and Lewis is fighting at 277.
Oh.
He's fighting on that, so. That's what I have. I'm gonna go Jourdain over Burgos, so that's my prediction. I said that earlier, so.
Yeah, that's Nate's pick, yeah.
That's my pick, and then that's the first pick me and Randall ever switched off, so. Until that fight, we have the same predictions besides that fight. basically.
Oh yeah,
He
Derek
said
Lewis is fighting Sergey Pavlovich, the 11th ranked UFC heavyweight.
that dude's a
Yeah.
beast. He's my prediction to win that fight. I just think Lewis is just lost.
This main card so far, it's got Julia Pena, Amanda Nunez, Brandon Moreno versus Kai
I cannot
Kara
wait
France, Derek
for the
Lewis
interim
versus
fight, for the interim
Sergey,
title.
and then Magomed Ankalev versus Anthony Smith. So Smith's back in the ring too.
Yeah,
Wow.
big fights.
Big time. What?
Hey, let's go. Yeah. So.
Oh wow! And then Thiago Santos is gonna fight Jamal Hill in August.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Wow!
UFC has some big cards coming up.
Lock it in. Let's go.
Yeah, tomorrow's big. But if I'm people, Long Island, where I'm from Long Island. Hopefully it shows out. I hope and pray it shows out.
Oh, it will. Yeah.
I hope, because it looks sick. Like, the arena looks amazing. So.
Well, Miesha even said too. She's like, I'm more excited that it's earlier in the day than it's later, because then we don't have a lot of time to think about the fight. We can just get in there and fight. She said so.
And it's on ABC, which is different for a lot of people. ABC.
Yeah.
Big time for the UFC. If the UFC wants to show out and give their recognition, they gotta kill this fight. They gotta get good ratings.
I guarantee you, Dana White, right after, he was probably sitting behind the black curtain every time the fighter walked off after their showdowns for the fight. They walked out behind the curtain. He was sitting there being like, "Make sure you knock her out. Make sure you knock him out. Like, make sure you submit him. Make sure you submit her." Like, I guarantee you, he was just saying that because he's like, "I want to show up and show out for this free card." So it will, though. You don't have to tell the fighters what to do that. They know what's at stake here. They know that the money's on the line too. So.
But Lauren Murphy, this is a big fight for Murphy, though. This is a big fight for her.
I think so too. I'm getting these weird vibes that if like she loses in a bad way, I feel like she might retire.
Yeah, she's 38. She's up there.
Yeah, and like Miesha's not young either. She's 35, but I mean, like Miesha took off like 4 or 5 years there. So
and I think she said she was just training. She was just training at that time. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, she had her kids, and then after that, she was just training. But yeah, should be interesting. I'm excited. Let's put it that way. I'm glad it's early in the day too.
Yeah, your picks are that. That's a good. Yeah, Shore. Jack Shore is my guy. I love Jack from Wales. That dude's a freaking beast. Jack Shore. Be on the lookout for that. That guy is 16-0. Gonna be 17-0. That dude Jack Shore's a beast.
Yeah, he's on the undercard too.
Yeah, he's on the prelims this time, which I cannot believe he's on the prelim fight. So
yeah,
will there be worse?
That
fight was embarrassing. That was embarrassing.
That fight was horrible. That fight, you can't even. There's no words for that fight. Like
and that was the fight Carla wanted. She wanted that ugly fight. That was the perfect fight for her. So
yeah. What she did won the fight.
Bro, Jack Shore, if he wins, look out. That guy's going to be 17-0 and going to demolish people. That dude is.
He has to start jumping up the rankings. If he goes to 17-0, he has to start. He has to have a
first name guy like Simon, Ricky Simon. He's a.
Ricky Simon. Yeah. Okay, yeah, the indigenous fellow there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he's 27 years old and be 17-0. Like, they gotta get this dude some big fights. Like, he's a guy you have to produce on the UFC.
Yes. Yeah.
He's got
you gotta promote yourself too, which is a big thing the UFC likes to do. But if he can pump his own tires and kind of like make people fall in love with him, so to speak. Yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, never mind. He's already ranked. He's number 14.
Yep. If he needs to get a big fight. He needs to get another big fight after this. If he beats him, he's going to get another big fight. I think that time you got to give him on a main card. You got to get this dude on a main card after that. And he's a bantamweight too, so bantamweights have been really good. But yo, what's up, Coach?
What up, Coach?
Dante's here. Which he's excited. We're excited for the All-Star game, which is Mondays. I think Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday, yeah.
Ricky, I love dog, honestly, but I got short. Yeah, like that's a tough fight for Ricky for sure.
Yeah. What does Charles have to do to be the lightweight GOAT? A lot. He's not the lightweight GOAT. That's Khabib.
Yeah, he's got.
Yes, that's Khabib. But it doesn't take that. That takes a lot to be the lightweight GOAT.
Yeah, this Jack Shore throws 4.18 significant strikes per minute, and he does 4.13 takedowns per round or fight. Sorry. Well, this fight is actually going to be extremely interesting. Ricky Simone 19-3 versus Jack Shore 16-0. Simone's on a 4-fight win streak, and Jack Shore is on a 5-fight win streak. Both are coming off wins where Ricky's coming off a TKO knockout of Rafael Assunção, and Jack Shore is coming off a unanimous decision over T. Believe. One is 29, where the other is 28. Jack has a 5.5 inch reach advantage. That's not much to say. He has won 2 fights by submission, where Ricky's only won 1, but Ricky has 2 wins by TKO or by KO. Sorry, not TKO. So
Yep.
yeah. This, it's funny. Like they threw this fight on the undercard, right? That this fight should honestly be on the main card.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not trying to be rude or ignorant, but I mean, that match, Schnell versus the Tibetan Eagle, could potentially be on the undercard, where those two should be on the main card. Because that's a fight. Oh yeah, I got to tune in for the main. I got to tune in for the prelims too. Then.
Yo, that's at 11. I ain't watching that. I'm gonna be sleeping until 1.
That's at 11. Guess what? That's 9 a.m. for me.
Yeah, that's not. I have to get up early tomorrow. Then.
I think I'll be up. I think I'll get up and watch it. If I don't, I'll record
it. Watching it, and then we'll get ready, and then we'll go live at 2. So big fight tomorrow.
Nice.
But yeah, face-offs. Yeah, the face-offs are coming up soon. Which that's.
Oh yeah, they haven't started yet, have they?
They did the weigh-in already. I think the weigh-in, just the complimentary weight. The complimentary weights are coming soon, I think.
And everybody made weight. Everybody's okay. We're good. Okay.
Yeah. Ortega made weight and Yair made weight. They both made weight. The fight starts on.
Good.
Ortega weighed in 146, and then Yair weighed at a 145.4, different weight, 145.4. So
Ortega came in at the max, and the Yair came under. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but I think Ortega's gonna glue. I think he will come in bigger than Yair. Yeah, I think he said
he'll bulk up. Bigger. Yeah, he'll probably try to come in closer to probably 190 or something, or not 190, 170 or something like that.
I think he could make it to like 150, make it 150, and then just go. Because I think he said he doesn't want to gain too much weight. He just said he wants to gain like a couple and just be good.
True, fair, good. Yeah.
The last time he looked like last time he said he weighed like 160 and he went too big. Like I was like gain 150 and go.
Well, and he also too, when he did that, he also showed too that the gas tank isn't as long as it is down closer to the 150 mark, because it was only at the beginning of rounds, remember, where he had all of his energy, and then later rounds when he was starting to show, and that's when he took all of his damage. So yeah. Yeah.
And you could see Yair gained some pounds. He's below, so you could see him gain like 2 to 3 pounds.
Okay.
Like, because he said he wanted to come in lighter because he wanted to make the weight at least. Because he's always had weight trouble, so.
I bet you a lot of these guys walk around at like 160 or something like that.
Yeah, it's big. Yeah. Like that's like Patty's probably gonna weigh in big. Like
that's what when I said did everybody make weight, because that was the one him and what's her name there drawing a blank.
Miesha weighed in good. Miesha looked good.
No, the lady friend that Patty's always along with.
Oh, what's her name?
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on her name.
Yeah, I have to look up her name because I should not be missing out her name. Can you go to the UFC? Can you go into the bulk up fight? Let me just go up real quick.
Molly McCann.
Yeah, McCann.
Yeah. So you're right. Yeah, because even Molly McCann and him like to chug back some beers every once in a while. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what those two come in at weight. Hopefully they
Somehow
make
they
weight.
both make weight every time. So somehow they make weight. So that's the only thing you
True.
ask for. Make weight.
True. That's true. Yeah. Somehow they end up pulling it off and coming through. So yeah, that's all I hope for is like the fact that like I'm always worried about like some fighters who like to like go out and enjoy life, not stick to like a strict diet. Because like I said, there's obviously a lot of pictures coming out of Patty and Molly at the Padres game, and looked like Patty had like just fucking put on like a winter coat on his face, and I was like, whoa, he's gonna be fighting in like 2 months. He better start training now. But like you said, they always seem to pull it off. I just hate for fights to get scratched because somebody came in a pound and a half overweight or something.
Yeah.
I wish there was a little bit more leniency there, to be honest.
Yeah, so yeah, big fights though. Big fights.
Yes, but yeah, anyways, yeah, big shout out to Nate the Great and Hardcore Sports, because tomorrow we're gonna put on and show out for you guys, and hopefully it's some good fights, so we have lots to talk about, and lots of good live reaction, and some good excitement.
Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna go crazy tomorrow.
Agreed.
Tomorrow's gonna do numbers tomorrow, which that's what we're excited for, because I've been talking about this like every day with my friends. So this I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see Ortega back, Yair back.
Heck, like you just said, I can't wait to start watching the undercard because I want to see that Ricky Simone fight now. Yeah.
I want to watch Shore, because I think Shore, if he wins, I'm gonna tweet. I'm gonna say he has to get a shot. Like he has to get into the top 10 at least.
Yeah. He needs to fight. He needs to fight the top 8 after this fight.
I'm saying I want him to go 3 rounds.
If he wins, like say he knocks out Simone or like TKO or something happens and Simone gets injured or whatever, he needs to fight a top 8. If he goes through a decision like he did his last fight and it was kind of back and forth and it wasn't a unanimous decision but more just a decision, I think he still needs to fight the top 15, like kind of work his way down. Yeah. But if he does it in a way where he destroys the guy, then he showed, okay, listen, the top 15, from 10 to 5 is not even near me. I need to face the top 8 guys. I think
I'm sure though. I'll go 3 rounds and just do a shutout performance.
Okay.
Make the UFC guys look like they're freaking stupid for you putting out this guy.
Personally,
go 3 rounds, show your skills, show what you have to do your takedowns, show them that you can actually take people down, and make Simone look tired. Like if I'm saying, make it like a Kamaru Usman performance. Go 5 rounds, make it 3 rounds and just make them tired. And then you can just do whatever you want. So if I'm Ricky Simone, if he wins though, like that's the obvious
thing. That's a big feather in his cap, man. If he can knock off a dude that's been undefeated and probably, as they like to say, the UFC is one of their favorites at 16-0, and he can knock him off, that puts Simone in the conversation at being in the top 10. He's ranked 13th right now. That instantly puts him in the top 10 in my eyes, because you just finished a dude that was brought in to take you out, and you took him out. Now, again, it all matters on how the fight is finished and ends. In my eyes, I think if Shore wants to show the UFC, listen, not only do I belong in the top 15, but y'all need to put me in the top 5 because I can put those other dudes on skates. He needs to go in there and finish Simone in like the first 3 minutes. He goes in there and puts on a show in the first 3 minutes, lights him up, dices him up. He's dropping elbows. He's coming in, faking stuff and popping elbows up, throws a front kick, catches him, drops up against the cage, hops on top, starts ground and pound. Simone puts his hands up, tries to stop. He falls over, grabs an arm bar, finishes him in the first round. In the first 3 minutes, that puts him in contention instantly in Dana's eyes to be like, okay, here's a dude where I can be like, we got to start promoting for this guy because this guy's going into the top 10, let alone top 8. He's about to take some heads off. So if he can do that, totally. But I totally see the way you come from. If he wants to show the UFC, listen, this is my bag of tricks. This is everything I can do. I can make a 3-round fight, or I can finish the fight in 3 minutes.
He has so much options. Like if I'm Jack, I say, listen, let me just show people my skills. Let me go. I'll go into the top 10. I'll fight. If I want to fight a top 15 guy, sure, but I'll fight a guy in the top 10. I'll make someone look. I'll make a guy like Simone, a veteran, look like he's not in my class. So if I'm him, I go 3 rounds and just go. But I want Jack to go start to finish, just dominate. I don't want just a knockout in the first round. I want him to just dominate people right now.
Gotcha.
Make the UFC look more stupid enough to put him versus a guy like that.
Well, and that's what I'm trying to get at. He wants to put on a show where it makes the UFC look stupid for putting you on the undercard in the middle of the undercard, rather than putting you on the main for all the eyes to see, so to speak.
But if you could be Jack too, Jack could say, like, listen, if I go 50 seconds and knock him out, I can get another fight quick. I can get a quick fight.
Especially if he doesn't take any damage. Exactly. And that's what I was trying to get at. If he doesn't take any damage, he can get in there. It's over. He's saying, hey, UFC, I see you got a card here in August.
Imagine.
Fine.
Imagine he knocks him out and then fights next week.
I've seen it happen. I've never seen it happen. So, yeah.
Hamzat fought a week later.
Yep,
he took a week later fight and fought on a prelim fight and knocked the hell out of a dude who literally now we don't even know where he is now. So,
yeah, 10 days. 10 day notice.
Yeah,
that's not even enough time to train. That's not even enough time for to do research on someone, let alone actually train for a fight. So he was literally going on based on just skill and the. I bet you his coaches just said, just go in there and just light him up. Like, just don't even think about it. Just go in there and light him up.
Yeah.
And then he probably even knew too. Listen, this guy, I'm way better than this guy. But I just can't wait. I can't wait for tomorrow.
A guy who people haven't seen in a while, Jared Mearshart. I feel bad for Jared. Like that was for his resume, that looked terrible for him.
Especially after when the press conference started and Hazmat said to him, he's like, "You're not a black belt." He's like, "You're like a white belt or something." He's like, "I'm gonna submit you or I'm gonna finish you, brother, and then you got to give me your belt." And he's like, "Okay." And it's and then he went in the ring and finished them so quick.
Yeah, but he's looked better after that fight. He looked much better the last couple times.
True. Yeah, he trains a lot with Paul Craig.
Joko made him look stupid. Joko made him look.
Joko makes a lot of people look stupid. Joko's a good fighter.
That dude is. I think he should do. If I'm Strickland, let him fight him again because Strickland beat him last time. On Joko, make that fight.
Yeah.
Make him force a guy. He needs to make his own. He needs to stop taking top 10 fights. Make him fight a guy in the top 5, top 6. Make yourself look. Because Dana's at this point, why are you not fighting the top guys? You've proven people that you can fight these guys at a high level. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, prove your worth. Exactly. Yeah.
Now he's fighting Brandon Allen, which Allen is one of my favorite fighters to watch. I think Brandon Allen is the biggest future in the UFC right now. So.
I agree.
I think he's always been up there for me.
Yeah, I agree. Same here. I've been watching that kid slowly rise up through the ashes into the rankings. It's been nice. Not as fast as I'd like to, but.
And he's trying to if Joko beats. If I'm Allen, if he beats Joko, he's up there. He could take his fight now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy. He's 26 years old. That's crazy.
He's right. He's not even in his prime yet. His prime's not until he's 27, 28. So
yeah,
he's on the cusp of probably being one of our future champions. I guarantee it. Yeah. Watch. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, shout out to everybody that came into the chat. Shout out to everybody that's popped through. Make sure when you leave, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And like I said, hit that notification bell so you make sure you get everything on everything that we touch on Hardcore Sports Network, especially tomorrow when me and Nate bring you guys live play-by-play of the fights.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to join us, let us know because we'll let some people come in. Well, if you guys actually know your craft and want to join us, let us know because we like to have people on talk fights. And
exactly. Yeah, exactly. We want to build a family here, so let's do it the right way and let's get some fans of the sport that love it and are dedicated the same way we are. Agreed.
Yeah,
couldn't say it better.
And I think Lock It In is tonight. So if you guys are new, go subscribe to Logan. I think it's tonight. So
nice.
I think
right on.
Because we're just trying to make it tonight. So be on the lookout for Logan tonight because Logan may go live tonight for Hardcore. So shout out to Logan. Shout out to Zion. Shout out to all the guys, Jaden and all of them. So
is Zion coming on with us tomorrow or no?
I don't know. I think I'll text him tonight If he doesn't want to come on, because he usually likes to do it where like we did it with Slay and all them. So
Oh, it looks
Yeah.
like Lock It In might be canceled tonight.
yeah, canceled. Yeah, it's canceled. So don't lock it in tonight. So yeah,
But be on the lookout. Be on the lookout.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow after us. We may have a big day tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. So yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. We and Randy are out. Have a good day, and we're out.